carry on, guys. So we're back in Rimworld. We survived the last attack, as you can see by the clothes scattered all over the place. I think there were some other things I needed to get out here. Oh, there's a dead guy. Some random iron. Oh yeah, here we are. Yeah, this was the last one we survived. So we're going to need someone to go collect that gun as well. Who's in a poor mood? Brexios. Oh yeah, he is in a poor mood because he's still dying horribly. So Brexios has suffered a lot of illness, basically. What's our general temperature outdoors? 17. Ian, we're waiting for a ship to go past because basically Ian is a bit of a problem case in our colony right now. Ian here suffered some really traumatic head damage when we attacked one time, so now he's basically been shot in the head. He isn't much use to anybody. He's got quite bad brain damage. Candice here is trying to convince Gabella to join us. Gabella is a tribes person that we ended up capturing, right? And she has been here for at least a year now. She still won't join us, as will many of them. I'll make her. What the hell was that? Anyway, so the guys are going about making things. There's a few things we need to do. We need to get, here's all the muffalo down here, and some deer and stuff. But yeah, we need to sort of work on our defences primarily. There's some guns and stuff around. I'm just going to tell Dixon here, what's he have to do? Hauling Molotov cocktails. Well, actually, I'll tell you what I want you to do, Dixon. I want you to haul this if you can. Yeah. So I'm telling him to go get that shotgun. So he's going to go off there and get that shotgun for me. Other people will pack this up. These guys here who we killed, we will bury them basically. And we can turn off some of these guns now, we don't need them all on. Shit, what the hell? Wait. Damn it. A fault in electrical conduit has caused a short circuit. All 3,000 wattage of energy in the connected batteries has been discharged. And this is why you make sure to have batteries disconnected from the grid. So basically the only power which got discharged here came from those 3 batteries. So it's really important when you're storing energy to make sure you disconnect it from the grid, because otherwise all that power would have just disconnected into that and it would have created a massive explosion. So it's really, really important. Pablo's going, by the look of it, to extinguish that fire, and then I'm going to have to rebuild that power. So I need to create a new circuit in here. Come on, Pablo. Yeah, he's putting out the fire. They're all putting out the fire. Good job, guys. Well played, well played. And they just need to get that wire back up and running, basically. So that was really good. They did a great job. Our Dixon is returning from his trip to pick up that shotgun for us. So good job, Dixon. And then the guys will basically pick up this gear and bring it in for us. Ian is a conspiracy theorist now after the blow to the noggin. He's more than a conspiracy theorist, he's just like a bit of a weight around everyone's shoulders. But what I'm hoping is that if we can get enough money, then we may be able to basically ensure that he is still a productive member. Hey, we can put our brewery down in here, you know. I was trying to figure out where to put the brewery, but actually we can just, where is it, here. We can just put the brewery here, look, and they can brew inside. Our huntsman is having a nice little rest outside, look, that's nice. We've still got to mine out this area right here. Oh, new recruit! Simon successfully recruited Clarice with only a 13% chance. Good job, naked Clarice. Clarence is a brawler. What's his characteristics? He likes melee and he likes mining. Okay, fair play. So that's yet another new person. He's urgently hungry, cramped environment. He's got a minor infection as well. He's got a minor infection, that was from when we shot him in the chest, basically. Wait a second, where the hell is Brexios? Brexios, are you better? Oh, he developed immunity to flu. Basically, if they stay ill for a certain amount of time, or if they have an infection for a moment of time, it doesn't kill them, they often will develop an immunity to it, so that kind of means that they're clear of it, basically. So Brexios, I was very worried about Brexios. He'd got major flu, and he'd been in bed for like a couple of weeks just vomiting, but now he's actually okay. Bernard here, though, is still got major flu, and that's why Frog is looking after Bernard here, but that's good news for us. Right, Clarence, though. We need to basically, for Clarence, we have to set up now his timetable and what he's going to do. This game is hilarious. This game is brilliant. Honestly, it's super, super fun and enjoyable. And some of the stuff that can happen is great. That is nice. There's a really funny thing that happened one time. It wasn't on this playthrough, it was on a different playthrough. And basically what happened was, sometimes you get attacked by different groups and tribes, right? And this group attacked me, and we managed to defeat them. But one of them we captured, right? But the person we captured, they basically had been like shot in the arm, shot in the legs, shot everywhere. They'd been shot to pieces. They had bullet wounds all over the place. And what ended up happening was that we saved their life, and then they joined our colony. But unfortunately, because they were shot to pieces by so many bullets, in order to save their life, I had to amputate their arm, and I had to amputate their other hand, so that this person ended up with like only one arm and no hands. So they basically couldn't do any task, because once you have that, you're incapacitated, right? And they couldn't do any manual labour, which is a big problem for me, because manual labour is really important for your colonies. So I just had them as kind of like a morale / communication officer, because they couldn't do anything else. So it's kind of hilarious. Right, so I'm just going to set him up. I'm putting as a number 1 patient and firefighter. He really loves hunting because he's got good melee skill, and he likes mining a lot. So we'll put him as actually we're going to put him as a 3 on mining, because what I really want him to do is haul. And can he construct? He can construct, but he's pretty bad at it. We'll put construct as a 3. We're going to put mine as a 2. We're going to put hunt as a 2. Oh, he's a plant cutter. We'll put that as a 3. Art, he's rubbish at that. And then basically, I'm going to put him as a 1 for cleaning and a 2 for hauling. Why did I put him as hunting 2? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so basically, he's primarily going to be a cleaner, okay, and a hauler and a sort of miner, maybe, okay? So that's kind of good. He's going to cut things too. Cutting is actually really important as well. That was mining. Mining is a 2. Oh yeah, plant cutter. That's fine. Right, okay. And then the other thing I need to do is adjust his timetable, and so I'm going to set up his standard timetable. Right, there we go. And basically you have to adjust your timetables for people based on their characteristics, their personality, because a lot of the time, some people's I'm just going to make a save right here. A lot of the time, people's personality means that some people get more tired more quickly, just kind of like in real life, and so you have to compensate for that. Like Clarence is getting some clothes. He gets to choose what he wants to wear, you know? Keeping my artillery nice and safe now after the last shambles we had. We've kind of sold all our good weapons, actually, though. There's a silver mace, which is awful. Oh, we've got a master peeler. Awful shiv. Awful What's the list, right? I wrote down somewhere, because I always forget the difference between, like, poor, awful, shoddy. Okay, so it goes awful, like worst to best goes, so the worst is awful, then shoddy, then poor, then normal, good, superior, excellent, master, legend. So you want something that's like poor or normal, basically. Yeah, this game is about €30, somewhere around that. Looks like I want it now. I know, well, it's a really good game. I posted a video. If somebody, Xavier or one of the mods or Supra, wants to link, guys, my little video that I made about this today, it's a good example of it. Because I posted a video yesterday telling about this game and how good it is. Right, so what? Well, there's a shoddy, awful. We want like a poor hand-to-hand weapon. Oh, there's a good. A steel mace, a good steel mace as well. Clarence, why don't you equip this steel mace, and also Personal shield poor. We had a few personal shields. Who's got a personal shield? Personal shield poor. Basically, you only need a shield, guys, if you are basically going to be doing a load of close combat. See, look, Simon has got a personal shield of normal, and he doesn't really need it. Wow. Ian has got a personal shield superior, 40%. Why the crap has Ian got a personal shield? Like, he seriously doesn't even need that. So Ian, I'm going to make him drop his personal shield, wherever the hell he is. Right, and then we're going to tell Clarence, who now is going to get this, I'm going to tell him to force wear personal shield. They don't like, it's kind of, one thing that's kind of stupid is that they often don't like being forced to do stuff, right? Oh, I need to tell Clarence to go equip that steel mace. They don't like it if you force wear them to do stuff, but you know, you sometimes have got to. Did I actually turn off that? Dixon, can you just flick that switch, man? And that one. Thank you. Basically what I'm doing here is I'm just getting him to turn off these turrets because I don't have them on a switch, but turning them off just conserves power for me, and it means that we can charge our batteries better. I'm just going to check as well that the power, it's always worth once you've been attacked making sure your power grid is all working fine, and everything is working fine. Right, everybody's happily going to sleep. 4 construction are missing. Oh yes, slate tiles, right. Shield user's got a ranged weapon. Yes, Simon, I know he does. We need colonist beds. Oh, of course we do, because where is Clarence sleeping right now? He's sleeping just in the middle of the floor. Where the hell is Ian? What are you doing, Ian? Actually, seriously, what are you doing? He's going to pick up corn? No. It's going to take you like a million years to get there, Ian. Oh, I'm going to have to restrict his duties, seriously. I can't even tell Ian to go to bed. Right, that's it. Ian is no longer doing any activities. Until I can get him a brain thing, Ian is just like on easy street. And we'll have him sleep a lot as well. Right, Ian, cancel what you're doing, dude. Go back. Right, there we go. So Ian is the guy who suffered basically like, yeah, it would take him a really long time, and he'd probably die in the journey to get there and back again, because he'd like end up getting really hungry or something along these lines, I don't know. So yeah, not ideal. Combat supplier is going past, they're known as AF Solutions. Okay, let's speak to them. Frog, can you communicate to the ship, please? Plasteel knife. We've got a plasteel knife? Really? That's probably better than some of the other crap we've got. Oh wow, they're selling artillery shells real cheap. 60 as well. Let's get a couple artillery shells. We'll just get like 10, right? Uranium military helmet. That'll do. I'm not going to sell my plasteel knife, might need it. Colonist needs treatment. Clarence. Well, what happened to Clarence? Oh, he's got that infection, right? Yeah. Okay, Clarence, you can just go and rest until healed. Where's Frog? I don't know. Frog is basically my primary doctor. So I just tell her prioritise treating Clarence. And then she will go and get some medicine. And this is from our freezer where we store the food, and she's just going to basically treat Clarence there. And I've told him basically he has to stay in bed now until he's fully healed, because I don't want his infection spreading to anybody else. Exhaustion, Ian, yeah, I'm not surprised. Ian, see, look, he's taken so long. Here's Ian, look, he's taken so long to get back here, he's absolutely exhausted. Anyway, meanwhile, we need to actually make a room for Clarence. Everybody has their own bedroom, you see, and you need to make sure that everyone's needs are like well met, basically. So we need to make a new bed and stuff for Clarence, so let's do that. So we'll make him a nice wooden bed. Here it is. And I'm going to need to, actually I need to do some recabling actually. We'll talk about that in a bit. Get this power down here. And then I'm going to need to put in a standing lamp. Oh, actually I don't need to do any of that power stuff. We also need to mine through here, because I need to keep vents. Basically the vents, well, they don't equalize, but they allow temperature to bleed through from room to room. So you need to put vents in between rooms. You can see right here, what I've got here is a heater, and you can see that heater is heating this room. But then the vents, see, allow the temperature to spread between the rooms. So that's really, really important, especially in the winter time, so you don't have to have a heater in every room, right? But to be fair, I don't even really need, yeah, we don't actually need this turned on right now. And I can just tell them to like turn it off, and they'll come turn it off. But it's like it's the middle of the year. It's like 28 degrees outside, so we don't really need to worry about heating right now. And then I just need to actually get a little bit more wooden flooring going on in the bedroom. And then what else could he need? Excuse me. We can have. You can basically put plant pots in there, and they will come and plant pots in there, which keeps everybody happy. I need to make some more bedrooms though, because we need to continue to expand the bedroom facilities going on here, and we're actually getting a bit oh crap, heat wave. Okay, so this is not a good situation. So basically right now we've got a heat wave, and a heat wave is a heat wave. The temperature outside gets very, very hot, and then inside, and this also will affect our refrigeration units. So the refrigeration units right now, the temperature is going up a little bit. I'm going to have to push the temperature down. So I do this, -1, -2. So I just adjust the temperature a little bit to make sure that my fridge, because this unit right here that you can see that I'm clicked on, see how there's a little red square and a blue square? That's basically keeping this internal section cool. Okay, so it's making it cooler, and that enables your food. You can see the food, it says refrigerated, spoils in like 300 days. So by refrigerating your food, it extends the lifespan of it by a lot. Okay, also apparently we have to watch out for heat stroke. So basically our guys, oh, it looks like as well Bernard is also healed now. Yep. Okay, so Bernard and Brexios actually saved the colony a little while back. We got attacked really badly, and Bernard and Brexios, they stayed out in the rain like all night shooting at the enemy, and that's why they got so sick. And so it's really good that these guys are back on duty now, because this means we've got people working for us again, which is really, really, really good. So yeah, great news to have those guys back on the team, and everything's working good. Why haven't they finished? Oh yeah, because I've got to deconstruct that. We need to make new sleeping quarters for the guys though, basically, and part of making new sleeping quarters, we can actually get another bedroom in here, but some of these rooms I can just expand a bit, right? So like if I put a marble wall, so I'm planning to basically just expand some of these bedrooms and stuff a little bit. Simon's room I'm going to kind of consolidate a little. Why has Simon got 2 doors into his bedroom? Oh, because that used to be a different bedroom. But basically I'm going to adapt Simon's bedroom a little bit. And Candice as well. We'll just expand her room so it's a little bit better. And then like one of these I'll probably just merge into 2. Huntsman's room actually used to be like a research station, and we adapted that as well. See, Bernard's room as well, we can, because right now it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so like Bernard's room, we can probably just expand it a little bit. Although really it needs to be 6 by 6, so it's going to kind of not work too good. But what I can probably do is actually just adjust my sandbags here. Like take that. This is like the plasteel turret which saved the colony, but I think we need to adapt a little bit so we can fix some stuff there. Oh good, they mined through the room here. So now I just need to put temperature, and I need to get a vent going on here like that. What's the temperature now? 37 degrees outside. I'm going to just turn on this AC unit. So that's going to now cool things down. And it'll tell you the target temperature is 21 degrees C. I'm actually going to knock it down a little bit to about 16. And then that temperature will carry on through for the other sections. It might actually be a pretty good idea to create another. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mine out this section of wall right here. I'm going to put another cooling unit on this bit right here. Here's NG. NG is probably one of our best colonists. Oh look, Brexios is going to work, dude. He's coming around and he's basically reseeding all the pot plants. Different people do different jobs in this, and so you can see Frog and Brexios, they're going around. They found the time to actually go around and they're putting new little plants in our bedroom's plant pots, and this is really good because it keeps everybody happy. Bernard, what are you doing, dude? Oh, he's meditating. Okay. It's just like standing in a corner. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Right, and we look around and see like other resources as well, because there's other resources around the map that we have like lost in the past, or we've been attacked and stuff. Oh yeah, one thing that I did think about doing was deconstructing some of this stuff and using the materials. So I will actually do that. I'm going to tell them to deconstruct these sandbags, because that will give us like useful materials basically. So there we go. Someone will go out there to do that. What's Ian up to? He's just doing nothing. I think I'm about to discover some room here, because there's a limestone wall in here which suggests to me that there's possibly a room in here. Is Yak on his way to do that? Yeah. Keep an eye on this, right? So Yak is coming in here, he's going to deconstruct this wall. Kind of suggests to me that there's maybe like a hidden room in here. Oh, he's mining out now. What's Pablo doing? Is he on his way to deconstruct the wall? Could be a whole area in here. Yeah, Pablo, keep deconstructing this, dude. I want to know what's in here. Could be nothing. Could be nothing. Could be a secret room. I found a room one time which had like loads of cryo sleep pods in, and you could open them up and stuff. Jesus, man, the heat outdoors is 45 degrees C. That is seriously hot. I need to get this crap done over here. Yak, come and mine this out. Actually, come and mine this out. We need to get the cooling going on. What's the temperature indoors here? Jesus, it's super hot. Really, really hot. So we need to put our... I bet the fridge is not working right either. 15 degrees inside our fridge. Jesus. We need to really, really boost the temperature down a lot. We can, by boosting the temperature down, it basically... it really canes our power usage, but, you know, we need to do it. Okay. Brexios is sleeping at a weird time. What's the temperature in here now? It's as if the cooler can't cool it anymore. It's like 26 degrees inside here. It's like 50 degrees outside. It's super, super hot. This is really bad. Hope we don't lose all our food because of the heat wave. Right, so I'm putting a cooling vent in here. Get Kid to come and construct this. I'm a bit concerned that... see, if we get loads of steel, basically, from this. Pablo is on his way back. Yeah, I thought so. He's got a heat stroke. And I bet Engie does too. Oh no, Engie's okay. I'm a bit concerned. It's getting to night time. Well, we'll see what happens. What's the temperature like now? Oh god, it's 22 degrees in my fridge. This is real bad news here. And my hops as well, that I've been keeping for like ever. This needs to be much cooler. Temperature is dropping down on in the freezer right here. Not quite enough. It's just going into frozen. So this was target temperature is -12. Just push it down a little bit more. The temperature in this room is not cold though. I'm wondering why. I've set the cooler seems to be working okay. I'm curious as to why one freezer. No, it should be enough. It should be plenty. It shouldn't really matter. Now that the temperature is going down now. But I've had to set it really high. I mean, it's absolutely caning our power. Set it down another 10 degrees. Maybe it's not enough, but I mean, it should be enough. Just doesn't seem to be reducing the temperature enough. Same thing's happening with this room, it's actually not really going down very much. Temperature outside is 36. See, the freezer is working okay. The freezer is working fine. I'm curious as to why. I'm wondering whether some rooms are kind of affected differently. So like this room here, which is cooler, still 24. I mean, it is decreased in temperature, but not that much. See this room as well. What is going on here? I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I'm missing something as to why this is not working so good. Yeah, I just don't think that adding 2 coolers is going to do it, but I can try that easy enough. We'll try it and see. NG, can you do that? No, she's not a miner. Who's a miner? Pablo is a miner, but he's doing other things. Dixon, can you mine that out? Yep, there we go. Right, and then we need to... right, he's just mining away. He's not a very good miner, though. Oh yeah, now we built this bedroom, we need to assign it. So we're going to assign it to Clarence. There he is. Where is Clarence? What's he doing? He's outdoors clearing rock rubble. Oh yeah, okay. Clarence, remember, is our priority cleaner. It is important to have a cleaner because the room is too big, the freezing unit can't handle it. I played Desert once, I needed 3 for a room like this. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So it's just because it's a bigger room, basically. Although that doesn't really make sense, but we'll just say okay. Need someone who's a constructor. Brexios, you're a constructor. Brexios is constructing the cooler. There we go. Right, so we probably don't need this to actually be at like... Oh, Christ. Every female colonist winces in pain. Some distant engine of hatred is stirring. It's projecting a powerful psychic drone over the entire region on a frequency that only seems to affect female gender. For a few days, some people's mood will be quite a bit worse. Mood is bad because it affects their sort of like productivity, and it affects how they interact with other people and stuff like this. Right, let's increase this temperature up because we don't need it to be like minus 47. Well, I've got 2 in there. Temperature is dropping off a little bit, but not as much as I would like. Temperature's going down more. It is going down more now. Look, down to 7, down to 6, down to 5, to 3, to 2, to 1. Oh, now it's boosting back up again. Staying about 8 degrees. Stuff's still refrigerated though. It's switching between frozen and stuff. This stuff in here is refrigerated and frozen. It looks like the heat wave is dropping off a little bit. Okay, well that stuff seems to be kind of a little more under control now, so that's a good thing. Okay, right, now we've expanded these rooms a little bit. I'm going to deconstruct this plasteel turret and move it, and then I'm going to expand that room. We're also going to mine out inside this room here, so that will expand. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. So it's going to be 6 by 6 at least, which is perfect size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to put a new wall across here, basically. Because I need to make a new corridor if I want to use this space for more bedrooms, you see. So we need to make, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to go like 7. So is this actually... There's a slate wall already. So I can just deconstruct this, and then all I've got to do is just move these materials around a bit, actually. Pablo's en route to do that. Not sure whether I want to just mine this stuff out over here. We'll worry about that in a minute. Right, how much? We've got 2,000 on the power. So we also need to keep storing our power, basically, and what we need for that is batteries. And I'm going to start putting in a couple of batteries here. But the thing with batteries, actually, I'm going to just cancel that one. So I need to make a power conduit which connects to the rest of the facility. And then what I need to do is put a power switch on it like that. So that power switch means that what I can do is once the batteries are charged, I can disconnect them from the grid. And that's really useful because, like we say, if you get a fault in the network and you get a power discharge, like these batteries right here, they're all fully charged, or just about fully charged actually, but they're disconnected from the grid. So if I click on the power, you can see it's not connected. So if there's a fire or if there's like a failure with the circuitry and stuff, they won't explode or anything, which is obviously what you want. Pablo's done a good job here. It's saying I don't have enough stored, but we do have enough stored. So NG and Pablo are just creating this room now. Apparently Pablo's right ring finger is destroyed, whatever that means, looking at his health. NG's health, she's got a bad back, just like me. Dixon's right arm is shot off. Jesus Christ. Dixon here, apparently, I didn't know this, Dixon here, who we recruited from people who attacked us, he's got no right arm. His right arm is just shot off, apparently. Let's just go through everyone's health and see how they're doing. Candice, no injuries. Frog, no injuries. Yak, no injuries. Brexios is fine. Bernard is fine. Huntsman, fine. NG, frail, bad back. Kid, bite, scar. He's got all sorts of scars and stuff. He's not too good. Pablo, yeah. Simon here, he's got a frail torso and his left pinky destroyed as well. Just ripped off right there, I guess. Ian, who joined us, he's got a bite scar and a gunshot wound in the torso, but he also has got a gunshot wound to the brain, which is why Ian is a little bit slow, and he literally is no use to us right now. Dixon's got no right arm, and Clarence just developed immunity to that infection. Anyway, there we go. That's the breakdown on our colonists. Bit of a ragtag crew, to be honest. Why have they stopped this? We don't have any more slate blocks? Seriously? Ugh. Well, I suppose temporarily I could use something else. We have got slate. There is slate here, I believe. Oh, it's a steel wall. Oh yeah, it's up here. There's slate. But oh, the temperature is regulating back to normal. Look, 25. It's 25 out. Yeah, it's now. My big fridge has become. Why have they put corn in the frickin' door? So basically, oh yeah, that's right. This was going to be our second refrigeration unit because the other one was failing. We just didn't have enough. Why is that not working? This is connected to the grid. I'm going to assume that's why. I don't know why that room is not working properly. Anyway, we're running out of space to store things on our refrigeration unit, which is why we've got the second refrigeration unit over here. So we'll see what happens with this, basically. They're constructing this stuff. Well, everyone's snoozing and is looking happy, which is good. Dixon still doesn't have a light in his room for some reason. Need to fix that. Everything else is going pretty good for us. So, okay. I'm just think what we need to do here. This section here is like our defense wall, which we set up last time around. So if we get attacked from that direction, we do need to improve our defenses on this front line here. But I mean, overall, actually, we've been pretty successful with our defense most of the time. But just occasionally we can get caught out. Anyway, let's set up a plan for mining right here. So. Actually, let's plan this out. So can we get a 666? Oh, we can't get that in there. We can't get another 6-6 room in there very easily. Six by 6 is basically the optimal amount of space for a room. And I can't build beyond that point anyway. So this is like the edge of my building capability. So I'm wondering how worth it is to even push it down here. I mean, we can get like a... a 5-7. Yeah, so I can get a couple of different sized rooms in here, like. So that's what we'll do. We'll put like this corridor in. So we can get a couple of different types of bedroom in there, basically. Cool. Simon still needs his... what's the temperature outside now? 16. So our heat wave has passed now. And what I can do is I can actually just turn off one of these things and I can use it only in a priority. So like, I'll just tell NG, look, to switch the... flick the switch on that. Why is NG moving slow? She's just feeling frail. How old are you, NG, by the way? "58". Of 50 out of 812 she can live for. Okay, so the temperature is now, it's 17 apparently, so we'll push it up a bit. We don't need to freeze this. Although I've actually found that having frozen food doesn't seem to make a massive difference either way, actually. Okay, so we can tell them to start mining out this area. So they'll create a new room in there. And it's important that we have these new rooms because if we have new colonists come join us, then, you know, we need to make sure that they've got somewhere to live. Oh yeah, we deconstructed that plasteel turret, but we didn't add a new one, so... So I just need to put another turret here like that. And then what I need to do is deconstruct. And then I'm going to put another wall in there. What blocks have we got the most of? Limestone. Yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm put a new wall there, and then we'll mine out this area, and that'll be a bit better for this guy, like that. So we'll put a new wall in, mine that out. So I'm just making all the rooms a bit bigger because people, you know, need to have extra space to feel happy. Like Yak, for example. Yak actually seems to tolerate the fact that his room is very small, but like Brexios, you know, could do with a bigger room. Candice needs a better room here. So make sure the floor is sorted out as well. And then we need to do like a new bed in here. So we'll put a big bed in. Oh. Cargo pods. Ah, brilliant. Elk hide. That is exactly what I needed. Okay, great. So sometimes you'll have cargo pods drop like this, and you can go and collect the materials. And this just dropped a load of elk hide, which we actually really need. So that is good. We're actually running out of space here in our this current storage area, so I'm going to have to make another storage area. In fact, actually what we wanted to do, we wanted to make a new area for... so this is basically the orbital trade beacon, and what that means is that the orbital trade beacon, that's where we deal with people, you know, coming past in spaceships, and you can basically trade up to them, and yeah. But what we really need to do is, well, we need to create a new sort of stockpile around that. We need to work on that. So I'm actually going to stockpile 5. So you can adjust like what kind of weapons and what kind of quality of weapons appear in your orbital trade stockpile. So I'm actually going to deconstruct this, which is a bit of an issue because let's get Huntsman deconstruct that. So when we have an orbital trade beacon, it means that we no longer can trade or communicate with ships going past. So I need to resolve this whole situation pretty quickly. So the first thing I need to do is build a new one. So orbital trade beacon. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look to sort of see, okay, where is the best place for, you know, anything within that area can be put to trade out, okay. And, you know, we've got a little weapon area down here as well, okay. So we've got a weapon area where we're collecting stuff. And trouble is like utilising this space. This is a good growing space, right? And so I'm kind of like, do we want to have it where we've got a growing space? Where else could we put it? We could put it up here, like there, like it's within the walls, but it just means that we need to adapt some of our space. But I actually think that this is probably going to be quite a good place to put it. Other than that, I mean, yeah, we're a bit stumped, really. It's going to be within the confines of our walls. I mean, the only other place would be here. We could stick it there, look. I mean, but the trouble is this is kind of near a growing area as well, and I didn't really want to put it near growing areas. It makes more sense to kind of put it in within this area. So I think if we do put it up here, this will be a good place to go. And then I'll just adjust the zone stockpiles here. So we'll do that. And then what I'll do is click on it, and once this is ready anyway. And then we will adjust what is going on here, basically, alright? Oh, yeah, that's going to be the only trouble, is weapons and stuff. That's okay, we'll work it out. We might just have to move the armory. I don't think we really need to. Pablo, what are you doing? Do you know what, Pablo? I want you to focus on... Huntsman is doing it. Okay, Huntsman. Where is he? It sounds like there's a storm coming in. Okay, now we've got our trade beacon back. I'm going to create a stockpile. It's just adapted the one that was already there. I didn't want to do that. Hold on a sec. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to... Yeah, let's just delete that. So that's our area. I'm just going to mark out so that I know what area to dig out of. Actually, to be fair, we can just... because it's like 2 and then 2. So it's going to be like 2 and 2. So it's just like that. 2, 2, and then it runs for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the same here, so it's... and then it will go out to... So that's the area we want to mine out, basically, is right here. So once we've mined that area and cleared it out, that's going to be our like specific stockpile for just stuff that we want to trade. So what I'll just let them mine it out first.